Hey guys, so I just got back from Monday Night Raw. Today is April 10th, 2023, and honestly, first impressions, very, very cool. If you have any sort of interest watching pro wrestling, watching it live is pretty cool. There's a lot of things that I liked. There's a lot of things I disliked, but for the most part, I enjoyed the experience. I don't really have a huge history with like WrestleMania or WWE. I know as a kid, a lot of my friends were really into it. They had the action figures, they had the games, and I knew they used to watch it all the time. I think I've only watched one episode ever, um, but I knew of it, and just recently I saw it on Ticketmaster coming to my local city, and so I took advantage and I wanted to go. So me and a couple friends went, and honestly, I was not disappointed at all. Like I didn't have that high of expectations because what's the worst that can happen? It's staged, so it's gonna have drama. It's gonna have action. Um, I think one of the one of the downsides is I didn't know the background to all the players in this game. So there's a lot of new faces that I had zero idea who I was supposed to be rooting for, um, and I didn't have like the knowledge behind like, oh, this is like in terms of legacy characters like the Undertaker or Rey Mysterio or John Cena, like those names you just know. There were some other ones that they were throwing out today, and I was like, okay, I can get hype behind that. That's mainly on my end though. Um, I think every entrance was very hyped up, and I like that. I mean, it was an indoor event, but they were playing. They're doing fireworks and stuff, which was awesome. Um, one of the one of the weaker ones was, I guess, weaker points was um, the female fights just didn't seem to go as hard, and I don't know why. They just did not seem to be. They didn't have all the cool moves that all the guy fights had. I don't know. Again, I don't have a huge history and backlog of you know other women fights to compare to, but they felt pretty weak. Another downside, which is a downside to like all live events, it's so quiet. Like on TV, you're like, oh, there's sound, there's all this stuff going on. Um, but actually, at the live event, it's very quiet. And for a stage fight, for all this performance, I would assume they would at least put some sound effects or mic these guys up or have mics near the stage so you can kind of hear what's going on. I mean, there's a lot of drama in between where they get the mic and they're talking and stuff. That's cool. But for the most part, I was expecting like music going the whole time or something. But again, I didn't have any real background in terms of what I was supposed to expect. So when I didn't get that, I was disappointed. But on the flip side, the times that the choreography was great and they had cool moves, those things were spectacular. Like pro wrestling is basically just poetry in motion, if I could say. Um, they had some cool moves that I can't replicate here because I don't have a sparring partner, but these two guys did like a synchronized kick and sent this guy over a table, which was cool. And then they did some other cool stuff that I don't even know what it's called, but they all have their cool signature moves. One really cool event was they got Rey Mysterio coming out, and I for some reason I just assumed Rey Mysterio was a retired character, but he came out, and that was the only guy I knew, so I was really hyped for that. I didn't think I'd ever see him just in real life, and I did, so that was cool. Um, I wish I could play some highlights, but just look up the highlights for April 10th, and you'll see what I mean. But without keeping this super long, I would say WrestleMania, check it out, or WWE, check it out. I had fun, and these are my thoughts. So, yeah, it's kind of long and rambly, so I will not keep you any longer. Thank you. I will talk to you later. Bye.